district. So what are you most looking forward to tonight, Brandon Foster?
Well, the big thing, James, is just on the rebound. The tough game Tuesday night. You messaged me on the road. The Maroons go to Somerset Christian, take the first set, and drop the next three. So now it's just getting back on track, picking up a district win. Undefeated at home, the Lady Maroons are this year, James. So that's a big thing coming into this so far. But we were here a year ago at this time when we covered Rockcastle here, and we found out real quick. Ladies came out with some momentum, left the light open for Rockcastle to sneak in. We were here to midnight almost is what it felt like. And then the Rockets took a win. So you can't give anything away. Nothing comes easy. These ladies are going to be focused. I want to see us come out with the mindset ready to just play, pick up the win, and move on, because I know these ladies are sunk too.
Hey, girls, how about a little pregame talk? I'll throw you on the spot right here. You get on the side of Forster right here. So Forster is picking his favorite. I'm picking my favorite. So we got them to our left and to our right. So sorry we shouldn't play favorites like that. So just joking, girls. We love you all. But the fun thing is being around you guys, your attitude and energy and enthusiasm is so infectious that we need to get the students here, because it's crazy that we don't have more fans here watching how fun volleyball is, and we say that over and over with again. So let's talk about Tuesday night real quick. So let's do a bad subject to begin with. Somerset Christian, to me, is the real deal. Cunningham is maybe the best player in the region. She hits very hard. She jumps very high. I talked to Coach McCollum, and she says, Coach Murray, she's probably as tall as you are. So I don't know if she's exaggerating or not, but she's putting her in the 6'4" range with power. So she's a legitimate threat. You guys won set number one. So what went right to win set number one on Tuesday night?
Our energy was there. I think we played as a team. We were there to lift each other up, but then set second, third, and fourth, we just kind of lost our energy. Energy keeps us in the game. Serves keep us in the game. Good passes keep us in the game. So we have to hold ourselves accountable. We can't have our teammates we can't depend on our teammates. Like Maggie, we tend to depend on Maggie a lot, because she's one of our best players. She's so good. She knows how to execute. She knows how to put a ball down. So we got to be able to depend on ourselves, hold ourselves accountable, and play our spot and do our job.
You know what? It sounds like Malia would be a good coach someday. Like, for instance, she would be able to work you through things. Here you go, Foster.
All right, I got Miss Brooklyn York. Brooklyn, over here now, you're stepping in as libero. Mm-hmm. Talk to me about what that's been like, because coming in as a libero, there's a lot on your shoulders. Do you feel any of that? Do you feel pressure at that spot? Or talk to me about how that's been for you this year.
I will say when I first came in, it was very intimidating, because your varsity set of girls, it's a very high-level game of volleyball. But I think when you get with teammates that treat you like family, you get more comfortable, and you don't feel as pressured. Even if I make a mistake, I'm not oh my gosh, that costed us the game. I'm everyone makes mistakes, get over it, next ball. You know what I mean? Play every ball like a game ball.
Well said. Spoken like a true libero, James.
So I got a question for you. And sometimes Brandon Foster will get up here, and we know in the heat of the moment, and I've never asked this question before, but in the heat of the moment, sometimes somebody will purposely try to hit a ball in between both of you. And it takes so much communication in the sport so you guys don't butt heads and have a concussion. So talk a little bit about the importance of teamwork and who decides whose ball it is when it's in the middle.
Yeah, very good question.
It's really it's our spot, honestly. So Brooklyn plays middle back when I'm on the back row, and I play left back. So I have campfire. I have the very middle of the court. She knows that is my ball. So that is I have to get those no matter what. That is my ball. So Brooklyn has my back. She always has my back. Behind me, if a ball goes over my head, she has that. I know she has that, because I can depend on her to be there. We talk a lot. I think we do. We always we hold our hands during mid-set. We're there for each other, and then we're there to lift each other up, because libero to libero, it's really hard. It is intimidating, like she said. So. And she's so good at it. I'm so proud of the way she's worked this year. I'm so proud of her. Yeah, that's really it. And we talk, and we yell cross. We always cross. So whenever I say cross, that term means I go in front of her, she goes behind me. So no matter what, when the ball's coming, one of us get that ball. So. we're always there for each other.
Sounds like an awesome question. But I got an idea. Brandon, during the broadcast, how about if we just touch hands, grab hands, just talk to each other during it? I got you, Brandon. I got you. So, MSCN special right here.
Right there. So, hey, real quick, because we know you guys are going to go get warmed up, but, after the game on Tuesday, coming back now, a day of practice now here with Rockcastle, what was that practice like? Malia, you said it. Of course, I'm going to ask Brooklyn here what that looks like. You said we got to take some off the shoulders of Maggie. So what does that look like? What does that start with? What was practice like? How do we begin to see tonight of other players and you guys taking a little bit of the load off Maggie? What does that mean?
I think in practice we'll kind of she'll reflect off how we played, and she's like, we did this really well, this is not something we have to work on. Or in game she's like, we did good this, but we could get better. And most of the time she just does drills that go off of what we need to fix or what we're doing good, and we just kind of go around that. Okay. And then we just talk about we're good at this, but we were kind of intimidated by Addison, I would say. And I think one thing is too, we build confidence in practice.
One thing we do say in practice is, our mindset as PC volleyball, all of us, we never say we're bad at this. We just say we're not good at it yet. That's our mindset.
So we know it's going to get better. Fans are JVs 1-1, so we're probably still 30 minutes away from tip with these wonderful young ladies. I just want you to know we're huge fans of yours, and we've got the best job in the entire school building covering sports and covering you guys and seeing your beautiful smiles. Hopefully we'll get you up here for the post game as well, and we'll talk about 3-set win. I don't want it to go 4. I want it 3, get home to Thursday night football. All right. Thank you, Malia. Thank you, Brooklyn.
Update on our senior player before you guys go. Macy, is she going to be playing tonight? What's the word? Hopefully by next week. I see her here. Okay, she's in a boot. So live reporting update on the roster there, Miss Macy McLaughlin, senior. Hopefully we can get her up here and talking to us here. That would be good.
Trying to ease back into the season, not jump straight in, so she doesn't hurt it again.
Her boots keeping her safe.
Smart.
She's gotten any pain. Keeping her safe.
Boot stability, James. We love it. All right.
Thank you, ladies.
Thanks, ladies. Good luck. Best of luck. Of course, Maroons tonight. The Lady Rockets of Rockcastle County. James, you asked me the question, what do you want to see tonight? What are you looking for tonight?
I would really like to see them be a little bit angry after Tuesday night's loss and want to, really in a match like this where we're actually favored, and you and I both predict us to win in 3 sets tonight, I wouldn't mind to see some different offensive rotations, even if somebody's got to play maybe a different spot they're not used to. I just want to see them communicating. You need to be peaking, but it's still almost a little bit too early to peak because we've still got several weeks. Matter of fact, I hate that one of their big games happens during fall break. I don't know if you've looked at the schedule or not, but Southwestern comes here during fall break. So Maroon Sports Network, I'm sorry, we're out. Students are on fall break. Mr. Murray's gone to the mountains of Georgia and North Carolina. I don't know what Brandon Foister is doing during fall break. But anyway, I hate that we can't cover that one because we do love our volleyball girls. We'll be back on the air Tuesday night against Casey County. And then we got football tomorrow night and football next week. So we got two broadcasts each week. I think my main man, Dalton Murray, is watching us from his apartment up in Richmond right now. So he said he's going to tune us in. So shout out, son, for watching us. A lot of things are on tonight. Big Brother's on tonight. Thursday Night Football's on tonight. But more importantly, Maroon Sports Network is on tonight. Yes. Look at these wonderful ladies. Don't we love them both?
Yes, absolutely. You said it earlier. The record's 10-5. The Lady Maroons are undefeated at home. I'm looking down here at district play 1-4 for Rockcastle that you highlighted a second ago, James. Away, they are 1-4, so you're exactly right. Coming out here tonight, maybe being a little angry and like ladies possessed. I'm really like what the lady said and spoke about just a second ago with us about having the right mindset. Very well spoken. Had all the coaches talk that you would want to hear from players, so the message is getting across. But I think Ava King and Jasper Tingle, that's where it could also start taking the load off of Maggie. I guess, there's something to say about reps in volleyball, right? I guess, the mileage and everything can wear on you the longer that a match will go on. What's your thoughts to that?
My thoughts are on a lot of those girls like Maggie. I don't want to be trying to dig what she's hitting because we've already talked about the power she comes with, but they are so athletic. You don't really realize it until you get out there and watch some of the plays with them diving to save the ball and the hustle and the energy they put out there. And I'm going to tell you, you can't play this sport if you don't care about each other. So if they were at odds with each other, and you could tell it because they would be arguing and tension on the court. I don't see any of that. I see this team getting along really well. This team, to me, has the potential of making a run to the regional finals. Now, it depends on how the bracket falls, because really I think West Jess has won Somerset Christian's too. But they could always get in the same bracket with a little bit of luck, bounce our way, and then we're in the regional championship game. Now, Somerset's no slouch either. I'm putting them at number 4, though, because I do think we're just a little bit better than them. But I'm partial. We're Maroon homers. So we're going to give a couple quick shout-outs. You and I have got 2 different sponsors on.
Okay.
So I've got Crane and Boom, and I think you got this shirt last year.
I did.
So this first time I wore it, Josh. So Crane and Boom of Kentucky, and the back of it looks wonderful too. So I don't know if I can show the fans the back of it here. But while you rep maybe Magic Monograms, I'll turn around and show the fans. But Crane and Boom, our man Josh Anderson, we're going to show a commercial in a few minutes. Anything you need moved, I didn't realize all the things he moved, but you need that hot tub moved, you need that air conditioning unit, you need a sign put up, you need anything done. You need a truss on a house. Heck, I guess he could put a houseboat on top of a houseboat if he wanted to. So everything can be moved. We know he's got the best barbecue in the world. Matter of fact, we got promised barbecue for the Southwestern game on October the 20th. So you and I are going to be very happy at that time. And tomorrow night, I didn't tell you this, in our Legend Series, tomorrow night we've got a true legend coming back from 2019. He's a big red-headed gentleman. It's Paul Bunyan. So Ethan Holt is coming in for pregame. Tomorrow night, fans, you don't want to miss it. We'll have Ethan Holt pregame. So instead of doing it at halftime, we'll probably do his interview at the start. That way we can do the homecoming court tomorrow night, because everybody wants to see how lovely their granddaughter, grandson, nephew, niece, whatever it is, dressed up on the court. We've got so many lovely candidates. I don't even know all the names, Brandon. I probably should have printed them off, but it is a stacked time. So tomorrow night, fans, definitely tune in. We've got a break. It got quiet in here. We're up 6-4 in the JV in the third set, so 1 set apiece right now. So I think they'll play all the way to 21. I hope they don't play to 15, because freshmen played the third set all the way out.
So we got a lot to cover. But, yeah, James, as you're talking about Crane and Boom, always for all of your craning and booming needs. Of course, Magic Monogram, repping right here the new Maroon Sports logo that you'll see everywhere around town and on YouTube. Freshly designed by James Murray extraordinaire himself and his wonderful production crew putting their talents together. And, of course, the crew at Magic Monogram in their location now behind Cabana. If you haven't been in their building, James and I walked in there a year ago to go see the new spot, and we didn't know if we were going to be able to leave. Our eyes were just on so much. It was sensory overload. Christmases, birthdays, weddings, whatever's going on, you can't go wrong with any of those things that you want to get to represent Southwestern, Pulaski County High School, or Somerset High School. We're going to be partial to our Maroons, and we're up everything that we get from there with the Maroons logo, but definitely check them out, Magic Monograms, as well as our many other sponsors. We got Alex Wilson and RidgeNet. Of course, Alex is at the beach in Savannah, Georgia. Want to give him a shout out with his family. Alex Wilson and RidgeNet has been great to us. Of course, we have Simple T Creations, who's been wonderful with Maroon Sports Network as well. We got the Twice the Ice that's been wonderful to Maroon Sports Network that's in town. If you need ice for your drinks, catch up the Twice the Ice kiosk on the north and south end of towns. So, James, yeah, you mentioned it. We're going to be here for a little while. A lot of things to discuss. Of course, Saturday night, the Colorado and Colorado State college football game was the most viewed game in the top 3 in college football history. I forget the numbers that I heard, but the game started at 10:30 and went to 1:45 in the morning, and people tuned in to watch Primetime and his team bring it. And then Primetime announces today that Warren Sapp is joining his coaches squad next year. So, I mean, he is really bringing the punch. I mean, it was a who's who of celebrities that flew in for College Game Day for Primetime. That guy is back, man.
Did I see it wrong where The Rock was the one that flew in for one of those that stayed all night the night before to be there for the game and talk to the team? Well, what's cool is him gifting the custom shades to the entire team and to like all the college football game day crew. So, you know, the coach from Colorado State made him a lot of money with the little comment of, I was taught to take my shades off during the interview. And but he's Primetime, baby. He's special. So I think eventually Colorado will probably be in the college football playoffs. I don't think he'll be this year, but sometime within the next year or two. You got to think about it. Every one of the top recruits now want to go to the cool school, and Colorado right now is the coolest of the cool. So if you ask me, Georgia is the most well-coached team, followed by Alabama and maybe Ohio State, but Colorado has the most swag for going on for things. Now, I got to tell you, I was one of the ones watching the game. I was one of the viewers. Now, I didn't watch the entire thing, but I did turn it back and forth and watched a whole bunch of it because it went back and forth. It was a great game. And it didn't end in overtime, and Colorado won by 7? Double overtime, okay. So, excellent matchup. Well, our Cats have Vanderbilt. They finally looked pretty decent last week. We're trying to compare, is it O'Leary? Leary? We're trying to compare Leary to Levis. I still think Levis is the better quarterback between the two from what I've saw. But did you see the big news with Will Levis breaking up with his girlfriend finally of, what was that, 6 or 8 years?
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's big news with things. But I saw somewhere where when she was with him on the NFL draft night and they announced that she was a model, like she picked up something like 9 million followers in that one night. When they realized that that's who she was, they went and trended and found her and added her as a follower. So she got a lot of, just getting on TV is a big thing for publicity. Fans, PC's running away right now, 12-4 and set number 3, Brennan.
Yeah, a lot of things that you mentioned there. So Cats on the road to Vanderbilt, of course. It's going to be an absolute nightmare if you're a visiting team and having to play at Vanderbilt this year, because not only do you have to go change in your locker room, is going to be a tent in the elements, but their scoreboard is being held up by a crane. They should have got a hold of Josh Anderson and Crane and Boom to come down there to hold that scoreboard up. Engineers at their finest, Crane and Boom. But, yeah, Lee Harris in the science department is going to be attending the game, and she is a diehard Blue, and she is basically saying the Cats are going to run away with it. But it's interesting, James. We've had 3 contests in the non-conference, and I really don't know what our Cats are right now. We've had a lot of things. Of course, we got our offensive coordinator back. He had some health issues. He's back though, and he thinks that there's talks that he could be on the sideline where he likes to be rather than the booth to call the plays. But there's been some, I don't know how you would explain it. There's been some miscommunication. We've covered the spread in all 3 games, but easily you could see 1 or 2 or 3 plays where we're up and we win the game by 40. It's weird to say that even though we win the games and we're 3-0, but it's kind of like what Mark Stoops said best in the postgame. I'm coming over here to talk about a win, and I'm ticked off. That's the only way I can put it. We as a fan see, man, there's this, and this, but clearly we're opening up the playbook. Things look exciting. We got a Ray Davis that's talented. Maybe we can take that first SEC win, and right now the big question is I don't think Florida's a gimme anymore. What they did Saturday against Tennessee really put a lot of people on notice, so a lot of things to look forward to.
Fans, apparently we only played to 15 in set number 3, so let's get ready to transition over to commercials to thank our sponsors. Music's pumping up anyway. Let's take the mobile cam down to the floor. Let's mic up Malia and let you see a little bit of pregame. And you don't have to listen to Forster and I for about 6 or 7 minutes. So fans, we'll be back. Stay tuned. Warm up. Something went wrong with Google Drive here for our sponsors, so we'll go back here in a minute. But thank you, Crane and Boom. Thank you, RidgeNet. Thank you, Simple T Creations. Thank you, Sports Den for sure. And thank you to everybody else at Sports Maroon Athletics. Now we're taking the mic to Miss Malia Young, so she's putting it on now. She should make it hot. So as soon as we get the camera ready and we get it focused on Malia, we will get ready to go live with volleyball and what they're saying.
Hey guys.
See if we got Aiden in position. All right, still working on the mobile cam. Is he ready? Is he filming Malia? He needs to be. All right, see if Aiden's get the camera ready. I don't know if we got some miscommunication going on here or what, but he's got to get the camera on the girls. We got her mic'd up. All right, fans, we're going to go ahead and switch over to the mic, and we may go from main cam here to the other cam. So I'm going to be quiet, and let's listen to the girls warm up.
Receive. Will you hold this? It's not on.
Of course I will.
But I have to get it at 6.
Okay. You just want me to do it the whole time? Trash talk everybody. That's what we'll do. She has a really cage today.
All right, fans, looks like we are back live, so they're going to warm up a little bit. So Malia's going to take the mic back at 6 minutes, so 6 minutes until warm-ups. Then hopefully we can hand the mic to Brandon Forster for the starting lineups. So he's down talking to the referees and socializing. Tonight, our Northern Middle School 7th and 8th graders are playing at the football field. I need to see if I can't find an update for it. Forster's down there practicing name announcing. Freshmen won in 3 sets tonight. JV won in 3 sets tonight. Of course, 3 sets. They played the best 2 of 3, so 1-2, lost 1. Now varsity is ready to go. Rockcastle County warming up. Coach McCollum down on the field. So, talking about the world of sports, we're about ready to see the Lady Maroons in action with a record of 10-5. I'm going to bring up their schedule just so we can discuss it here in a minute. We should have it up here for a visual for you guys to see. But upcoming, they've got a tournament this weekend, so they're going to get a bunch of games in over the weekend. Unfortunately, it's away, so we will not be filming it. But if we go look at our schedule for our Lady Maroons, tonight after Rockcastle County, they travel on Saturday to Whitley County. At Whitley County, we have 3 games that day. So you talk about some tired ladies. Starts at 10 a.m. against Whitley County. Whitley County comes in with a record of 16-1. I had no idea they were that good. So it looks like Whitley County is going to be the #1 team in Region 13. I can't imagine anybody being better than a 16-1 record in that region. After that, they will play McCurry Central, our next door neighbors, at 12 o'clock. McCurry has a record of 5-10. And then we will have a rematch with Coach Michelle Neat in Adair County. Adair County came over last week, and we beat them 2-0, and their record is 9-10. The next Tuesday night we'll be on the air against Casey County, and next Thursday night we will be at Lincoln County. Then over fall break we talked about playing Southwestern during that period of time. So a lot of games coming up for the Lady Maroons. Looks like the season runs all the way through October 10th. Will be our last game. So district will start shortly after that. October 14th, we're gonna have a pink out. So we definitely need to do that game. But it looks like it's at Somerset. So our last game should be October the 12th against Taylor County. Got a lot of music here playing, so I can't even really hear myself. Can't wait till we get these noise canceling headphones so we can hear each other and what we're saying. So as we're warming up here, fans, let's see if I can get my main man back up here. So we'll be ready to go. All right, playing a little It's Hot in Here by Nelly. So we're going back old school here. We're going into the 1990s right now. So, can't get him up here. All right, fans. Forster. Brandon Forster. I just want him to have him turn around and look at me. Just get Brandon Forster. Just tap him on the shoulder. Tell him look up here. All right. I got my main man's down there distracted, hobnobbing with everybody. So we should have more commentary right here before we do the starting lineups. So we will talk here for the next 3 or 4 minutes. Best thing I've seen so far. Now we got to talk about this because my main man, Jeff Litton, my brother, was telling me today, the Dallas Cowboys just had terrible news today. So one of the best safeties in the game, Trayvon Diggs, tore his ACL and he's out for the season. So I'm going to talk to Brandon Forster here about the Cowboys when he comes in through here. So, hey, I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you talk by yourself because I need that break and I need that commentary going back and forth. Now, 6 minutes, Malia's going to take the mic.
Okay.
So we sort of I thought she was going to go the first 6, but she wanted to go on at 6.
Okay.
So we'll mic you up for the starting lineups tonight.
Well, something that we did not see during the pregame, of course, on our bench right now on the sidelines, not warming up. Towards the end of the JV action, Rachel Kraft went up for a block. Came down and stepped on one of her teammates who also went up for a block, sprained her ankle. She's in a lot of pain. It's swelling already. She's very uncomfortable, so we wish that young lady well, of course.
Well, here's what worries me a little bit because her sister came up to talk to you and I during the JV game and told me what a high pain tolerance that she has.
Oh.
Like during volleyball,
Wow.
She's broken like 6 different fingers while she's been playing volleyball. Won't go to the doctor. So plays through broken fingers.
Wow.
So supposedly she's got 2 or 3 crooked fingers right now that will not straighten out. Let's get on to other news.
Yeah.
I was talking to the fans before you come up here. Jeff Litton, Brian Abner, big Dallas Cowboy fans, Jose Barone, you and I. So all the smart people in the world love the Dallas Cowboys. So anyway, big news today. Trayvon Diggs tears his ACL.
Yeah.
He's out for the season during practice. Our Cowboys gave up 10 points in 2 games. So they gave up 5 points a game in through there.
Just locked in.
And what was it, 60-10? We've outscored our 2 opponents.
Yeah.
So now that we lost Trayvon, what do we expect to happen in our very next game this week?
I hope it's the next man up. And, that's a big loss. But the defense is a lot of positions out there on the field. So hopefully we can make up for the loss. I don't expect it to be too much of a drop-off yet. I think where we're going to be really missing him is down the stretch in your December and January games. That's where you might look back. If we're doing what it is that we want to do and say, okay, man, yeah, that guy's on our team. We don't have him right now. So let's just hope that the offense starts to improve and get better.
Okay, quick question. Who do we play this weekend?
That is a great question. I don't know.
Okay, you need to stay tuned. The Arizona Cardinals, who our beloved Emmitt Smith left to play his last year or two as he's getting that rushing record. It's the one thing I hate that he didn't play his entire career as a Cowboy, but he was one of my favorite Cowboys of all time was Emmitt Smith.
Absolutely.
Very underrated. Now, don't get me wrong, Barry Sanders was better than him. But if you ask me who had the best career, Sanders retired too young. I'm going to go with Emmitt and his 3 Super Bowl titles.
Absolutely. Emmitt Smith all the way, for sure. I'll definitely agree with you on that. But, you know, I like our Cowboys being 3-0. If that's our opponent, I don't care. Cowboys move on. We're 3-0 going into week 4.
We got to go against Josh Dobbs. Is he not a Tennessee Volunteer?
Really? Is he their starting quarterback?
He's the starting quarterback right now.
Yeah,
is Josh Dobbs.
Josh Dobbs is. And let's hope that Tennessee squad falls off a lot from last year.
All right, fans, we are about ready to go to Malia. We want to go at 6 minutes, so producer, go ahead and switch over, and let's enjoy some
warm-up.
I'll
head down and do some.
That was a good hit. So now we're going to be hitting middle after everybody else goes through the lineup. I'm so excited. This is going to be a great game. I'm so glad for everybody that's watching.
Good hitting day, good hitting day, good hitting day.
That's Maggie. Give me your self-motivation. I'm so excited. About to hit middle. Hack, watch ball, hack, watch ball. Okay, we just hit middle. I'm so excited. Let's go. I'm so excited. I like being here and stuff like that. Big district game. Turn me up.
I'm so ready to play.
Very big district game.
It's such a good I would like to thank my mom. And
I would like to thank Jesus, honestly.
Amen.
I would not be here without him.
Amen to that.
Mine. I'm setting live right now. I mean, passing the live. Brooke is too. I'm so excited. Mine. She's going right side. Hey. Oh, just kidding. Outside. Off. Mine. Middle. Going middle. I'm really excited for this game, honestly. I mean, I think it's going to be a good game. We're going to have some good competition, but we got to play. We have to be ready to play. We got to be really ready to play. That was a great hit, Maggie Ann. Great hit. Her middle name's Ann, by the way. Mine. Go right. I'm going to hit. Blue. Just kidding. The mock is in my freaking mine. We're ready. Okay, so line. So right now we're just doing hitting for our warm-ups. You know, it's really good. I love the energy right now. Go right. Oh, that was okay. I love the energy. I love my team so much. You're good. Come on. Woo! That was a 10-foot hit, which is really good in volleyball terms. Beautiful set. Olivia is only a freshman, and she has progressed so much. I'm so proud of her. She's so good. Come on. I'm really glad Maury gave me the opportunity to be mic'd up because I want you guys to see what our heads are going through whenever we're warming up. Mine! Whenever we're warming up. And there's Maggie Holt setting. Come on. Maggie's not usually a setter, but she can set. She can do everything. But so can all of our teammates if they put their mind to it. I'm so proud of us. I really am. Mine. And we're about to serve. We're serving right now. Whoa. So I typically warm up with just standing serve, but I love doing jump serve. So I'm gonna do standing serve right now, just a couple, then I'm gonna do jump. That standing serve was out, but I know it's a fix, so it's okay. That standing serve is in. I'm very proud of us. I keep saying I'm proud of us, but yeah, I am. Okay, now I'm gonna do a jump serve. I'm gonna put you a little more secure in my shirt so you do not fall. Gonna do one more standing serve. And that is really what our warm-up is. It's chaos, but it's getting our mindset ready to play good because we're gonna play so good. I know we will. I know we will. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'm so thankful for your support. I know all my teammates are. So thank you so much. You want this? And it's game time.
As we honor our nation's flag and colors with the singing and playing of the national anthem. Let's introduce our lineups first with the visiting Lady Rockets of Rockcastle County. A junior, number 27, Maddie Hayes. Sophomore, number 15, Aisha Inja. Freshman, number 32, Carly Milbeck. Number 25, freshman, Abby Hopkins. Number 1, sophomore, Briley Bustle. A sophomore, number 22, Emma Noah. Number 10, sophomore, Jocelyn Reynolds. And your head coach of the Lady Rockets, Coach Reynolds. And now, let's introduce your Lady Maroons. Senior number 1, Malia Young. Sophomore number 2, Jasper Tingle. Number 15, junior Brooklyn York. Number 11, freshman Olivia Travis. Number 16, junior Becca DeVore. We're getting there. Number 18, junior Mackenzie Struck. Number 21, junior Savannah Heist. Number 23, senior Maggie Holt. Junior Emma Moody. Number 31, junior Ava Key. Number 3, Sammy Levin. And your head coach of the Lady Maroons, Mackenzie McCullough. Good luck, ladies.
Struggled there, sorry.
Sorry, was it? Oh yeah,
She was written in. That's why I didn't see it. Man, I struggle under pressure.
Maroon Sports Network. We on? Of course, I struggled there in the lineups, James. Man,
Well,
I'm telling you.
They need to have an alphabetized list for us so we can go by numbers straight.
Then I had to
down
flip
to
it over
the top.
backwards, and then one was written in that I didn't see.
Listen,
Pressure under trial under.
We will
fire.
be prepared for Tuesday night.
Yes.
That's a mission of ours to have a good
Yeah.
starting lineup. Your voice is amazing. I want to run through.
There's a lot of
I want to
pressure
run
there.
through like a banner and play.
Yeah, hey,
play for you.
That's the goal,
So-
man. All for these ladies, but well, two Maroons injured. Macy McLaughlin, senior, dressed on the bench out, sprained foot. Of course, Rachel Kraft prayers are with her as she's, as you mentioned in pregame, James, her injury in the JV game. A lady with a high pain tolerance. There's one off the net to the Maroons.
That's not a good start for the Lady Rockets. If you're already an underdog and you want to give us a free serve, that's like missing a free throw. So you get it over, you never know what's going to happen. It's like ping pong. My strategy a lot of times just get it, and then we do the same thing.
Yeah, wow. Becca, who was red hot last time we were on air. This is a very young core. Emma Moody, Brooklyn York, Olivia Travis, youngsters, Ava King right behind them, and Maggie Holt. Got to talk to her father down low. Malia
You got
Young
to
is
talk
in.
to Lanny Holt.
I did, and he said, listen, I tell my kids
Mason
They're to
and
always
Maggie.
give their best effort, whether in sports or whether in life or anything. And I said, sir.
Look at the ball almost hit him.
Yeah. I said, you have succeeded in that. I said, you have the two finest youngsters in our building.
Lanny reminds me of somebody that would be die-hard military. Like you walk in with that buzz cut, and he's the one that's putting you into tip-top shape, and you're going to listen to what he has to say. And I bet Mason and Maggie don't back-talk around the house.
I wish I could tell you what he told me, and maybe I might be able to let it go anyway. He said, they're giving me the role to flag in and out. He said, say a prayer for me. But he said, if we're playing one team, he said, you better believe every one of our shots we make are going to be in.
We won't say, yeah. We won't say.
I love it, though. Love talking to him. Olivia Travis with the serve. Maroons up 3-1. James make it 4.
That was a good deep serve right in the back corner. So that pretty much ate their libero up. But a good choice of placement by Miss Travis.
Well, Brooklyn York and Malia Young joining us in the pregame. I can't wait to hear her mic talk. James, when I get home and watch that, hopefully, folks, you do too. Let us know how it goes if you were watching live. If you like that, of course, I'd love to hear.
Good block by Ava King.
Man, Ava's played really great for us this year. And it's out. Celebrate for Maroons, 5-1.
Good fast start by us, and that's exactly what I like, Brandon. Thursday night football zone, so we want to wrap this broadcast up.
You were
get
right.
To the house.
You called that. We both said 3-0, right?
Oh, good hustle right there by Rockcastle County, number 18.
For Rockcastle, I was told by their coach, Aisha Njai.
I'm glad that you doing the name announcing instead of
She had to coach me through that, Coach Reynolds.
Aisha
Njai.
Aisha. I'm not doing the last name.
And if she plays basketball, she'll be a fine recruit for him as well.
Is she a freshman? She looks very young.
Let's see.
What's her sheet
Aisha
say?
is a sophomore.
Sophomore, wow.
So if she plays any other sport, definitely a get. Oh, nice. Brooklyn York
Look at her
getting that
laying
one.
out. Love it, number 15.
Good
What's
hustle by the Maroons on that one. That's
good
Ava
block,
off
Ava.
the net. Very good. Olivia Travis there to clean it up.
Maggie on the backside.
That's what you want. They said they were going to try to take some reps off of Maggie here tonight. Olivia and Ava's the one to do it. There's
nice
Maggie with
one
the
right
serve.
down the line. Good kill, number 23.
Always smiling, Maggie Holt.
You know, we've
contagious.
got to love number 23 because she wears Michael Jordan's number.
I love it.
So
she knows.
She knows.
I told her dad. I said I see her walk into school every morning since school started her senior year, and there's some mornings she can barely go, James, and barely can hold her head up, but she's holding the door.
Wow,
She's
Miss
holding
Travis.
the door for the person behind her. Fine young lady, Maggie Holt.
Timeout early by Rockcastle County. Solid 8-1 start, Brandon. So we can't ask for any better.
No, that's a great start, James. That's a great start for a 3-0. All right. Now, last week we had to pay homage to a Pulaski County beloved Michelle Neat coming in with the Dare County, and she
I
said,
was
"Let's
talking
go
to the
home."
fans earlier. Do you know we play Michelle Neat again on Saturday?
Okay, at Adair?
At Whitley.
At Whitley, okay.
They play
so a
3
neutral
games
court.
on Saturday, and I looked, Whitley County is 16-1. They play them at 10 o'clock in the morning on Saturday morning. So that's got to be the best team in 13th region. Then we play McCurry Central at 5-9, and then we play the Michelle Neat Adair County that are 9-10.
Wow.
Which surprises me that they're 9-10.
So if you're going to compete, man, you better get up early, man, because that 10 o'clock, try to have a team ready to play. That's a challenge.
That probably means you're on the road by 7:30 a.m.
So you're getting up at 6 to get ready for the day. Goodness gracious. Man.
Girls,
gotta love
get
it.
in bed tomorrow night
That's
after
right.
homecoming.
After homecoming, you better get in
Don't
bed.
mess around. You go home and get straight in bed after the football game.
So we got a small student contingency here tonight. Foster Fraley's in the house. I see Kendall Petit.
Well, Kendall plays volleyball, so she
Kaylee
better be
Kissinger, yeah.
Spiked
Jackson
by
Petrie.
Maggie Holt. I got to give a shout out. I saw Whitney Mayfield here earlier.
Whitney Mayfield I did see in the crowd, and I saw our own Mr. Newman was in the crowd watching his daughter play for JV. He was here in attendance tonight.
What are we going to have to do for you and I to get a faculty contingent here? And we implore that Murray and Forster have one little section over there roped off for our faculty.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's put the word out with early morning announcements. Let's start there. If we got a campaign in our classes and have a conversation, I'll start there. Let's get the word out. Let's get those pep club peeps involved and trying to get a contingency to come out here. Because you're right, they're undefeated at home this year. So that's that itself.
We've got a really good ladies volleyball team.
Yeah,
That's
we
what
do.
Fans are not realizing. I'm putting them as number 3 in the
play
region
hard.
right now. And
Olivia Travis with the serve. Of course,
Oh,
her
good
brother,
hustle right there.
Zach Travis, in attendance tonight.
okay, I got a question for you. And I know we're right in the middle of a volleyball broadcast. So we'll wait for a dead point right here. Maggie, Little Dink, got
Sent
it over.
Njai.
Njai. You love saying the name. Little Deep.
Brooklyn
somebody
York
should
there.
talk to her. That was going to be deep.
Here's a dig. That's Jasper Tingle sends it over.
Misty Jr.
Njai with
Oh.
the spike. There's Brooklyn York in the
Man,
back.
Brooke
Good
has got some
spot.
reflexes.
Libero coming to play tonight.
she tried
Oh,
us out.
almost played.
Okay.
Maggie realized.
Have you watched the Micah Parsons NFL documentary on him?
No. Where can I
I
find
called it the other night. You're probably not going to have it. Mr. Murray bought NFL Plus just so I could watch the Red Zone on Sundays.
Is NFL Plus through CBS or anyone?
It's
or
through
is
the
it just
NFL
their
app.
own? Wow.
Yeah. So I'm
Wow.
paying $15 a month for the next 4 months.
Oh, nice met at the net there, Maggie Holt. There's
we
Brooklyn
had that
York.
pinned over.
Sends it over. That's Ava King.
Good
Brooklyn
hustle,
York
Brooke.
all over it.
So we're at
Maggie.
number 11, so that brings me to Micah Parsons. So I was looking at Olivia Travis, number 11. Her score's 11, so that's why I'm talking about Mr. number 11. Good block by Inja.
Njai at the net. They're meeting all of our bigs.
Fans, this is a good point right here. Okay.
There you go.
Where did he play college football at?
Micah Parsons. Oh, man. Did Parsons play at Ohio State?
He played against one of the biggest rivals of Ohio State.
Michigan.
No. Think of their second biggest rival.
Oh, their second biggest.
James Franklin is the coach.
Oh, Penn State.
Penn State. So
Wow.
he was a Nittany Lion.
Okay.
He wore number 90 in high school. He was a running back in high
Number
school.
90? Wow, as a running
He
back?
had 27 touchdowns on 98 carries. He averaged a touchdown
That's
every
efficient.
4 carries. He averaged a touchdown. He did not play the second half of most football games because they had blown out the other team.
Did he play in the state of Pennsylvania? High
State of
school?
Pennsylvania,
Wow.
right in Harrisburg, downtown.
Oh, wow.
So
Close. Wow.
anyway,
Wow.
when he went to,
Mega efficient.
I'm going to get my story straight, but anyway, one of the high school coaches implored him to start playing defensive end because a starter got hurt and he needed somebody to move over to defense. So when he moved over to the defense, he was a wrecking crew. He started sacking people left and right, and people were like, where did this guy come from?
Wow.
So Penn State started recruiting him early. He committed and went. He loved number 90, but he got to school, and they told him he played exactly like LeVar Arrington.
Ooh, got a collision with Olivia and Brooklyn. Wow, LeVar Arrington, that's a high praise.
LeVar was number 11, so he decided, I want number 11.
Wow, that's awesome.
And he looked at the wall when he walked in Penn State, and he told everybody, I'm going to be on that wall of fame for a linebacker. And they sort of laughed at him because he's a freshman coming in with that praise, not even starting at Penn State. He didn't even start till like the 3rd or 4th game his freshman year.
Wow.
And then blew up his sophomore year and got drafted.
You know,
And
James,
his dream team was always to play for the Dallas Cowboys. Ever since he was a little kid, that was his dream spot, which makes me love him even
Wow.
more. He had the best game he ever played in the Cotton Bowl, which was in Dallas, Texas. He was
Wow.
named the MVP his sophomore year and held up the trophy. And when Jerry Jones called him, he basically almost started crying.
oh my
He was so
God.
happy.
That makes me love this guy even more.
And he was picked with the 11th or 12th pick. I can't remember in that NFL draft. It'd be cool if it was the 11th pick, but it might have been the 12th pick. I can't exactly remember.
Wow.
So, number 11. A little
Looks like
history.
we have a discussion right here for a second where it's quiet. Wow, James, you got me so pumped up. And well, those numbers Would we ever see numbers like that in high school football again for efficiency? That's insane.
Oh, good placement right here. He grew up, and his mom almost aborted him as a baby. She already had 2 children. She was a single mother. She was in a little small apartment. Wow. So to tell the fans a little story, she almost aborted him. So she was thinking about aborting him one night and maybe going to the hospital the next day. And she got a phone call from a woman that she went to church with that was checking on her. I asked her how she was, and she said, "I'm fine." She asked her again, "I'm fine." Asked her again, "I'm fine." Well, she kept prying. Then finally she said, "Well, I'm thinking about maybe going and having an abortion tomorrow." Wow. And the woman said, "This is exactly why God put you on my heart, and I called you tonight to tell you do not abort that baby, that he or she is going to be something special." And so she had the baby.
That's what literally, that gives me chills, because that's literally what I was talking about in my elective classes today, is you just never know. And never pass up an opportunity, kids, to check on someone or listen to somebody. That's amazing. That's great.
So it sounds like you need to watch this sometime.
Wow,
if you ever
I
get
definitely
NFL
want to check
Plus.
that out.
It
NFL Plus
made me a bigger fan.
Wow.
I mean,
maybe
I was already a huge
surely
fan, but
YouTube,
now-
I can pick that. I can find a clip or something from that on YouTube. Surely, if I'm in a pinch. Big communication from Rockcastle there. They're down 19-4, James. It's been all Maroons. Olivia Travis misdirect, palm the ball. I believe that's what that call was. Not sure.
So we got 23 for Michael Jordan, 11 for Michael Parsons.
There you go.
So we'll have to look at our other numbers here.
See,
and see
21 for Tayshaun Prince. That's what I can think of.
Savannah
his
Heist
threes.
is in the game.
Savannah
It's good to see her in the game.
Emma Booney's number 9. I'm trying to think. In number 9, famous number 9s. I got to think about that. Was that Steve Kerr or John Paxson for the Bulls?
I would have to do my research, Brendan
I'll
Forster.
see 16.
20-5.
Famous 16s, I got to think of Andre Woodson, quarterback for the Kentucky Wildcats.
Brooklyn York, good hard
York's
serve.
playing
Went
big tonight.
Deep. Okay, recognize that already. 21-5. Brendan, back when I used to line judge, this is the type of game I like to line judge. If you miss a call, it really doesn't matter.
Yeah, you're
you
like,
play
all
a
right,
Somerset game that's going 5-setter. One
Somebody's
call
coming
can
after
actually
you.
determine the outcome of the game.
Man, I couldn't imagine that.
Oh.
Maggie rolls over, not ready for that one.
But you know what I like?
21-6.
You're up 21-5, and you're still going to dive. A lot
Yeah.
of players just gave up and let that one fall in there. But that's not our style. So I really do appreciate
All over it,
Maggie
man.
Holt
Maggie Holt.
jumping in there for that.
Young lady is just, she inspires me, man. Olivia Travis is right behind her. Here's the setup. That's Emma Moody jumping in. Olivia Travis now setting up Becca DeBoer for the tip. Off the net.
That's always such a hard one to play when you're up front, and you just can't exactly get it for a kill because the set goes into the net, and it's so hard to play off that ricochet. If anything, all you can do is hit it backwards and hope your girls then can hit it forward over the net.
That's why it takes somebody off on their timing. That's that misdirection is what I like to call it, even though it's probably not. It's just Emily Burns did it a
good
lot
block
last
by
year.
number 50 right there on Maggie Holt up front.
Maggie playing big, and Emma not in the spot.
Was that Emma, or is that more Becca being too high in the back right-hand corner?
Maybe everybody was in the front. So, yeah, you're right. Good call. Emma was almost, she's saying my bad.
Now, is Coach McCollum wearing Bob's or Tom's? That's the question I ask you right now. I'm
From
with
up here-
Bob's, but you're
does
telling me
have-
they're Tom's?
It looks like Tom's.
Okay.
But I don't know. I see a soul, though. If it's Tom's, there's no soul. So I'm going to say you're right. Bob's is right. Emma Moody there this time.
Maggie tries to go back in the corner, but Rockcastle County is ready. Brendan, this team looks really young from Rockcastle County.
Yeah. Very young.
Nice. Ava King. Call me King.
One of their
Number
players
31.
off guard.
Wow, I
Yeah.
love it.
She has played so well every time we cover.
Big question for you. Do you prefer the two hair ponytail style that number 23 is wearing, or the one long tail that Ava King is wearing for her hair?
The one long is cool because it looks like it's just braided so I don't know, so well. It looks like art. I like the one.
You like the one.
I like the one. And then Brooklyn York's got it going on
the one. Yes.
Jasper Tingle with the bun, of course. Here is Olivia Travis to Malia. Back to Maggie, sending it hard here. Man. Malia's on this one, so Olivia's going to set up now. Ava with the spike down. Man, that was a good spike. 2 in a row.
I can tell you number 31 is going to be in the post game with us today.
For sure.
I like what I've seen in the last couple swings. Fans 24-7. I mean, if you're not here tonight, you're really not missing a great game.
Yeah.
But, hey, we're having fun.
Thursday night, it's always a good time to cover lady volleyball. I got the fever. The only prescription is more cowbell.
Okay, talk to me real quick. It's 24-8. I had to go to London today to do FBLA Regional 6 planning. How was Chef Stevens' lunch today?
Oh, man. Out of 10 stars, 10. James, I was kind of curious what it was, birria tacos or birria tacos. It was like a slow roast pork put in some sort of like onion sauce with cheese into a soft shell that was pressed, almost like it was a quesadilla, and you got 2 of them, and a chimney cheesecake for dessert. Then it was a lime lemonade that they made. Man, it was exquisite. It was there was a line for it.
Of those items that you just named, what was your favorite of the 3 that said that I need to have this again?
Oh, between the picnic,
all 3,
Taco Tuesday, hot dogs.
No, just his 3 items.
Oh, from his 3 items. If I could have it
items.
again. Oh man.
Now he was bragging this morning on the chimichurri or whatever
the
churro cheesecake he was calling it. Now
and
that was what he was bragging on this morning when I saw him.
That was pretty good.
And you know what was funny? I went in his room this morning during first period, and you and I and him all have first period planning. But actually, I got help desk, but I'm walking by there and I see him, and he's just singing away back there, prepping food, and the kids in there with him. I don't even know the song now, but I'm just sitting here and I'm mesmerized, and his eyes are closed, and he's singing in the back of the room, and I couldn't get my camera out on time because one of the kids routed me out. Hey, Mr. Murray, how are you? Then he stopped singing and looked up. I'm like, man, I was just getting out my phone to record this because it was good. So if we need somebody in the faculty talent show, Chef Stevens for singing.
Oh, man.
Not his cooking. His cooking's really good, too, but that guy's something else.
I love it. Of course,
such a good, funny dude.
His hometown is Rockcastle County, so shout out to Chef Stevens. Out of all 3 of those, James, man, I don't know.
No, pick one. You can't get off the hook. This is my favorite. What did Mr. Murray miss out on today?
He was right. That cheesecake was really good, but man, it's like when I took a drink of the lemonade, it was like, man, it just kept getting better.
Wow.
But the beef tacos pressed like that. Ooh.
Got to go one. You're walking in.
Man.
I can't say if you're hungry or thirsty, but this is the one thing I've got to have.
That cheesecake is good, but desserts, I always meet my quota in, and I love that cheesecake, but I'm going to go with those tacos.
Okay.
Yeah. It was tough. It was, it was good.
Worth the $7 fee today for lunch.
Oh, yeah, easily. I turned the corner, and there was 8 teachers standing in line. One of them was Lucas DeBoard, and of course he was offering to cover classes. I said, Lucas, no, it's fine. Some of us got our food when it was time to go pick up our kids at that exact time, and it was still worth it. So we're inhaling it. But Chef Stevens then punted and said, all right, I'm going to have a to-go pickup, and then if you're going to stop and eat in here, we got 2 lines going. So he came through. He ran the right play. He made the right call. So, Chef Stevens had those kids in there. It was a well-oiled machine. Everything, the lines were moving in 2 ways. He got them in and he got them out.
You know, that's another reason that makes our school so special. Now that's probably our 8th teacher luncheon. And if you want to improve my morale or your morale, put food in front of us.
I'm telling you, superintendents, you want that. You want your school morale to go up. You want more take for your stakeholders. You want to boost school morale. It's teacher luncheons all the way.
Now, you know, another thing to boost our morale, we got our stop and check today.
I saw that too.
So we got deposited.
Yeah.
So
wow.
Brendan Foister's a little richer than you were when you woke up this morning.
I'm not going to run to the Mint in Williamsburg. No, not anytime soon. No. But yeah, absolutely. It's very nice. Of course, Pulaski County Board of Education on that, and our leaders up top making that happen.
All right, so we got number 1 serving. Nice deep serve from Aaliyah right in the middle. Oh no.
Well, it was the double tap, I think, threw Maggie off. But anywho, that was a great play. Kudos to Rockcastle for hanging in there. Rockcastle does have some size in some
Brendan,
spots.
we need to see, and I know it's early yet, and fans, we're talking about a multitude of things here, but I think you and I need to go to round 3 when we play Somerset in the district championship. Even though we're not going to be calling it on Maroon Sports Network, maybe we can just tweet or put on Facebook.
It'd be really nice if we could. Yeah. Oh, man.
To follow.
You know, already between 2 games with them, 10 sets of volleyball. Would we see another 5, James?
I think so. I think
Wow,
we're
really?
so evenly matched that I would be shocked.
That's Coach
there's
Heather
no
Baker's
way.
squad.
What a nice serve right there by number 11, Miss
Lydia Travis.
But I don't think either team can sweep the other team. I could see on a really good night one or the other winning in 4 sets. But I never see a straight set between them, and I see every one of them being 4 points or less between each set.
Wow, man. I mean, it's the rubber match. So I like us coming off that loss with that little monkey on her back there to kind of get us focused. But
what a nice cross-court
what
hit.
we're seeing tonight with Macy out of the lineup is building a rotation of other players, getting more reps. Mackenzie Strunk's in the game for us.
Nice down
Number
the line.
18.
That had to be in. Good call, Annie Holt. That's why you got the flag for, baby. Right down the line.
Mackenzie, Olivia, Brooklyn York, Malia, Holt, and Ava King. It's a good squad right here. Good lineup by Coach McCullum.
Can she put a bad lineup in? Nice block.
There you go, Ava.
Ava's playing huge tonight.
Of course, I liked everything that Malia was saying and Brooklyn was saying pregame with us, James. That was bright. Message is getting across. Brooklyn York to Olivia Travis to now Ava King. Sending it home. And they're going to say point. Maroons.
Brendan, I don't think, and we've talked about this, I don't think that I can learn to ref volleyball. I don't think I can see that rotation.
You saw the email come through today about our soccer games, boys and girls, postponed because of the lack of officials to cover the game is why it got canceled.
Do you and I need to give up Maroon Sports Nation and start being a tag team for being soccer referees?
Or doing Maroon Sports logged up, pinned up with the mic while officiating soccer. That would be interesting. I don't know if I could do that, James, to be honest with you. It's such a fast game, too.
It is. And, other day we had Gavin Lawson teaching us about what offsides is because I had no idea what it is.
Yeah.
I would have to learn. She just doesn't know how strong she is, Miss Travis, to serve that out there.
I mean, gosh, that was quite a hit.
Speaking of, Zach's mustache is back up there.
Yeah, he is.
Sometime or another, we just need to, especially basketball season, he's got to come back around.
How about we just make him just part of the crew during basketball season if he's willing to do it?
Oh, man, that would be awesome.
We'll get all the mileage out of him we can. Of course, he's still coming in and playing pickup games with the guys on Saturdays and during the week when he can. Zach still got it in him. He's working out with, of course, Ben Godby from Somerset.
Speaking of all that, and we realize, fans, it is a volleyball game, 7-2. We're firmly in control with Ava King serving. Speaking of that basketball team, to me, of all the years being here, Brandon, that was the second best team that we've had not to have won the region.
Yeah. Oh, I know. I mean,
we were at least a 10-point favorite over Lincoln with a slow-down stall ball. And Zach Travis hit arguably one of the biggest shots that's ever been shot in this gym before. Yeah. And if he'd hit the free throw, he would have probably been a legend.
The house down.
He would have went from more than just a Murray Forster Lifetime Achievement Award to a Maroon Lifetime Award with that.
Yeah.
You go up one on that free throw, and the pressure's different. Yeah. In a tie game, you're playing with the house money.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying it's his fault because that three was absolutely huge to tie the game late in the fourth quarter.
It was so loud in here.
But to me, and we talked about this when you and I went up to Rupp Arena, to me, the best team to have never won it was Taylor Gover, Cody Johnson, Tyler Goins, Riley Hall, Sean Ross, and had Wayne County, your other team, because I know you're Monticello, but I had Wayne down 8 with a minute and a half to go at Lincoln County and lost the game in regulation.
Up 8?
And Wayne County ended up winning the region and going to state and maybe won a game or two. But
wow,
missed free throws and turnovers.
Oh,
So,
wow.
yes.
Up 8 with a minute.
Minute and a
Wow.
half. Minute and a half.
Man, it was so loud in here that night when Travis hit that 3, James. I mean, you were right here. I'll never forget.
That was probably one of the
Back-to-back
greatest
region
things that we've ever
championships.
done on the microphone.
Yeah.
Like that made like every broadcast worthwhile.
Oh, going.
We got the best seats in the house.
Yeah, we did. It was so loud in here. Gosh, I'll
Bumped
never
into the
forget how
net.
loud it was. Doing the post game in the auditorium was tough after that, obviously, and heart went out to him. But back-to-back region championships in basketball.
But saying that, I don't know if we get this year's if we got the other years.
Really?
There's something to say about being hungry and being motivated and revenge instead of resting on your laurels and expecting it to happen. Now, it could have happened because that team played very unselfish and played well, but do they play that well if we are already region winners
But
and going
could
back
you
up
have
there?
scripted that even better? I mean, think about this, James. Here, favorites, we're hosting, comes down to a miraculous play and we lose. 1 year later, on their floor, when they are the number 1 team after beating us by 20 during the season, and we take them
Was it 20
down.
plus, 25?
Yeah, when we take them down. I mean, you couldn't have scripted that any better. 1 year later, that was unbelievable.
And the thing about that game, Brandon, is I couldn't pick out the MVP of that game. I'm probably leaning a little bit toward Barrick Williams, but every single player from Cameron Hargis to Caden Lancaster I mean, you name it.
Barrick Williams played out of his mind. I loved it.
The shot he hit on the reverse to put us back up 2 at halftime when they had all the momentum.
Yeah.
And then Lancaster's huge 3 at the
Duggar's
end of the third.
defense, where it almost looked like that.
Duggar
it
hit
got
a big
punched
3
in the
fourth.
yeah,
if you'll
yeah, he
remember. They
did.
cut it to 2 and
Absolutely.
he put it back up to 5.
Yeah.
With his.
Man, what a great ride. And I love Lancaster's quote after the game. He said, "Man, guys, we aren't even supposed to be here right now." I thought, I love it even more. But anyway,
And
Mackenzie
that's
Strunk
one of the
serving.
cool things we do too is
Yeah.
those post-game pressers in the
Yeah.
regional tournament.
Yeah.
This year we're back to the boys. Last year was the girls. And speaking of the girls, how about that Danville-Mercer County game that we got in the semis last year?
Yeah. That was, of course, Love Mays playing out of her mind. And that team, of course,
The 3
probably
she hit
should have
that
won.
everybody in the gym knew she was going to shoot to tie
Yeah.
it, to put it in overtime
Yeah.
was just one of the biggest shots that's been hit in this gym floor.
yeah.
At that stage, it's
Yeah.
the semifinals of region. You miss it, you lose.
Coach Judy Mason
Excellent coach.
knew
Excellent.
that they had an opportunity slip through their fingers to win region and go. She knew it.
And now Yeast transferred schools to George Rogers Clark.
Yeah. I mean, of course, her dad became the principal, right,
Yes.
of the school. George Rogers Clark football, of course, was in a shootout, defensive shootout last Friday at Corbin. 6-0 was the final score as the Twins flipped their commitment to the University of Kentucky at the end of the game.
Frederick Douglass played Corbin.
Frederick, I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm thinking of George Rogers Clark. You're exactly right. But here we are. The Rockets now playing a little bit better
Tell
than
me
they
it's
were.
not true. Josh Anderson is listening to our broadcast and says, have you got any food for tomorrow night yet?
Oh, my.
My
Really?
answer is always going to be no.
No.
With Josh Anderson ask that question. No. And what's funny was that last broadcast we had planned on eating at the teacher tailgate.
Yeah.
We went at 6:30. We're going live on the air at 6:50. The food is not ready and not set up.
Yeah.
So you and I end up splitting a Reese cup.
Yeah.
And we got out of there about 10:30.
That was all I had. That was all I had. You're right. I was burning when I got home, James,
Yes.
but hey, it was worth it. But we had quite the night. Of course, it was senior recognition, and there's a lot of things going on behind the scenes that we were running into two
Yes.
rooms at the same time. Tomorrow's might resemble some of that a little bit with homecoming festivities. But so fans come out early tomorrow, and let's watch the Maroons get back on track. Coach Hines, football, Maroons, get back at it. Here's a nice volley by both teams. Here's Njai out of bounds.
Now, tomorrow night is when our main man, Zach Anderson, takes off and throws for 5 touchdowns. He's going to throw for 4 and run for
Absolutely.
1 tomorrow night.
Yeah.
What's your prediction?
I think so. I think he's going to throw for over 300, 4 touchdowns, and then our young running back is going to be lead in receiving, and he's going to lead in rushing.
I saw Mr. Blevins. Kaysen. What's Kaysen's last name? Our running back. We got to know.
Now I'm brain dead because I do know. Kaysen.
Anyway, Kaysen, I saw him in the hallway, and I'm like, Kaysen, man, I said, I guess you've heard your nickname from me and Forster. And he's like, he just looked at me, man. I said, do you like C-Mac? And he said, C-Mac works.
Oh, wow.
So, but I'm thinking maybe we change it over. Maybe we'll go to C-Money.
C-Money? C-Money cash flow?
How would you not like to be called C-Money?
C-Money?
For a handle.
I like it. And, of course, we got Andrew Cash, and I call him Cash Money Flow. Brian Ramirez, got to work on a nickname for him. And
Dude, I love
Maddox
that guy.
Dunaway.
That guy's already in
Brian
FBLA.
Ramirez.
He's come to my social on Saturday. Him and Amelia Singleton.
Isn't he great? And Amelia Singleton's a rock star.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
So,
but Brian Ramirez is a rock star, man. I love everything about it.
He looks like a junior or senior. There's no way that guy's looks like that as a freshman to be gifted like that.
I pulled all the freshmen, Brady Hull, Brian Ramirez, I had in class right before the bell yesterday. I brought them over to my desk. I said, guys, I know you all are watching and seeing all that's happening on Monday Night Football with the terrible injury and everything. I said, you keep listening to your coaches, keep working hard, and don't worry about all that. And Brian Ramirez said, if I got a neck injury, tape me up. I'm going in. I was like, are you my man?
Listen, if I've got a neck injury, take me to the hospital.
Take me to the hospital.
Give me a brace.
But, so, I mean, they're a great group of guys. Zach Anderson, too, his squad. The future is so bright for Maroon football. Just, folks, hang on. That's great.
Girls are up 18-7. Fans rocking and rolling here, so having a lot of fun. So hopefully we can get some of these maybe younger girls some extra playing time here in set number 3. Brendan, when we come in, I expected to possibly
Brooklyn York
win
with an ace.
25-13, 25-14. I didn't expect anything to be like 25-7 or 8.
Mm-hmm.
So pleasant surprise.
Yeah.
They're playing really well here.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's exactly what you said in pregame. Come out hungry. Savannah Heights coming off the bench is playing really well for the Lady Maroons. And Becca DeBoard, she was the serving extraordinaire the last serve. But now we're seeing Brooklyn York grow up before our eyes as libero. She plays hard.
All right. Josh has given us a response.
All right, let's see what he says.
So let's see right here. There's no way.
There's Sammy.
He just happens
Blevins.
to be. He just happens to be cooking tomorrow night already for Get Your Smoke On.
Oh, wow.
I'm just saying that. Let me see how the day goes. I might have a surprise.
Oh, nice.
Well, Josh, we love surprises, so we won't expect
off the
it.
net.
But if it's
That's
there,
a double hit.
If it's there, his reputation will grow
Man
with us
alive,
even
yeah.
more so.
Are you kidding me? I remember eating his stuff when he was doing it. Can't beat his pork any day.
Best
Emma Moody with the hit.
Best barbecue chef in the state of Kentucky.
Ava sends it over.
Okay, we're saying that she went over the net or touched the net or foot on the line, something.
Okay.
I don't know there, Brendan. So, but she was definitely
She's all over
the net for that one in there.
Man, watching her grow up too. I had her freshman year, and she was very reserved and quiet. And now just seeing her out here smiling and just, I'm so proud of that young lady. She's just kind of, like Maggie Holt rubs off on everybody out there. Ava King. So we have Ava King, number 11, Olivia Travis, number 3, Sammy Blevins, Emma Moody, Brooklyn York, and Maggie Holt in the back. There's Olivia Travis running to get it. Here's Maggie Holt going to send it over.
Brendan, I love the hustle that these girls have. And, we were talking to Malia a while ago, and I didn't say this. But she's talking to us, and I noticed that she's got a hole right around the elbow of her shirt, which lets me know how much diving she does on the court, that I'm surprised we don't have more tears in our uniforms, especially from Brooklyn York and Malia and Maggie Holt and the crew, because they hit that floor a lot. And it's not pleasant to land on, but they never complain.
And they're all after it. That's for sure. Maggie
My
Holt.
gosh.
Yeah.
Number 27 from Rockcastle looked like she saw a meteorite coming out of her right
my
then.
gosh, that's exactly
You know,
right.
for set number 3, I think I rest number 23 the entire third set.
Yeah, I would too. I would think so. See what you can do. See if Mackenzie Strunk, Savannah Heiss can go.
Here we go. Malia Young coming in.
Off the net. She goes for that Djokovic serve ace thing, and then you live by it or you die by it.
22-9. Set number 2. PC up 1-1. That's a nice pass. Oh,
Maggie
my gosh. But number 11, Miss Travis, gave a sensational set across court right there. And, you know, Rock just has no answer at the net to be able to block that. And I would hate that because, look here, they've dropped 4 back now on the defensive side.
Off the net.
2 straight service errors. Mm-hmm. So, really, that's the only way.
Give some points, keep them in it.
That's the only way Rock's got to 10. It's giving up a few free
demoralizing. Yeah. Of course, like I mentioned in pregame a year ago.
Little deep from Brooklyn. Yep.
This game got stretched because we left it open, and then all of a sudden we fell apart. And Rockcastle stole one here on our gym. But here we are 1 year later. Learned our lesson so far in the early going. Maggie Holt, nobody. No, you see how she got up.
So last 3 have been killed by Maggie, killed by Maggie, killed by Maggie. So that's been our last 3 points.
And we were talking about taking a little bit off her shoulders.
Okay, we have 13 chances to win set number 2. 13 chances.
Yep, I think that's pretty good odds. Pretty good odds.
Ava King seals it right here with an ace.
Nice serve by Ava. Just get it over.
Oh, nice.
Nobody getting that.
Okay, we end set number 2.
Smiling.
Maggie. Fans, let's go to a commercial. First off, we're going to bring up and we're going to talk a little bit here, Brandon Forster, about our main man, Gary Sewell and Sports Den. Gary, we need to talk and see what's going on. We know last Saturday was the big bat expo. So if you have any baseball or softball players, definitely Sports Den is the place to go. It's been a while since we went the very first year of Marine Sports Network. We filmed a commercial, but it's aged a little bit, so we need to film another one. So anyway, let's give our business to the small man. Let's give our business that supports the local community. Let's go see Gary Sewell at Sports Den. Tell him Brandon and James sent you for an extra bonus at Sports Den. But anyway, don't go to Dunham's. Go to Sports Den. Let's keep it local.
27.
Gary has such a good selection there. If you have it being, it's tough to walk out with just one item.
That's
because
true.
every rack is full, and we love UK. So he's got all kinds of UK.
Yeah, name brand stuff. Of course, he can do send-offs for screen printing. Saw Gary Sewell Sunday at church. Ran into Gary Sewell walking out of Sonny's with takeout on Monday afternoon.
Really?
Gary Sewell's just there, and he's just the man that gets around and knows things, that Gary Sewell. But, yeah, he also knows a thing or two about merchandise and apparel.
Let's bring up our next sponsor right here. We'll get another one to come up to brag on while we got a little time break. Okay. Let's talk about our man Tucker Gover. Josh Anderson Jr. right here. So Tucker Gover, one of the hardest working men that goes to PC. So Grindbusters is the name of the business. Tomorrow night, hopefully we can show some before and after pictures, but he'll do anything from mowing your yard to weed eating to pressure washing is one of his main things, but he can make anything old look brand new.
Yeah.
And we know how mold and mildew does your sidewalks and your vinyl siding.
Yeah, and pay attention to your gutters. Folks, have you ever noticed in your vinyl siding how that builds up after a little while? That stuff will be knocked off. Your windows will be case and set free, and it does make your house shine so much, so bright. It's very good.
Bring back the new.
Brings back the new, absolutely.
Make it look good.
Give your house a bath.
You know, he'll do anything from 18-wheelers to sidewalks. And let's go. Have we got another
Tucker
one
Gover
here? So we'll see. We've got 52 seconds left. I'm not sure if we got another one or not. If not, anyway, we should have our number on there, and we got free estimates. So hopefully fans can see the number. Tomorrow night we'll give a number shout out. We'll have it written down here in front of us. But anyway, we'll get ready for set number 3 here. So anything you need clean, go see Mr. Tucker Gover and Grindbusters.
Absolutely.
You can look that up. Josh Anderson, let's go see him for Crane and Boom if you need to move anything. Sports Den, Gary Sewell. We've got Christmas coming up here soon. Never too early to start buying gifts and stashing them away. When do you and Heather start buying Christmas gifts?
In the summer. Literally, probably the day after Christmas, because that's just where we're at right now financially. But, yeah, sometimes there's moments there that we forgot somebody, and it's getting down to brass tacks and a few days away. I don't know where to go. It's going to be Sports Den. It's going to be Magic Monogram.
You guys do a really good job. Marcy and I will start sometime in the maybe middle of October buying Christmas gifts.
It's
but
tough.
Our goal is always to maybe have everything bought and wrapped by like December the 10th, 11th, 12th.
Wow.
So we're just
then you're doing real good.
Relaxed.
We've not been consistent about trying to start as early as we have, but we have a lot of nieces and nephews. So it's usually easier for kids, but the adults is where I struggle, and I'll know where to go.
Okay, if you want to buy Brendan Foister a Christmas gift, it's really easy.
Really?
6 miniature Coca-Colas,
Coca-Cola,
8
baby.
ounce in the bottle, and you've got him.
Put that Santa Claus on the Coca-Cola. That always makes me happy when they do that around the holidays.
The man will not drink any other drink. He needs to be, he'll say, get me a flavored Mountain Dew because we're a Pepsi school. They may be 3 ounces of it drank and the rest of it thrown
But
away.
I like that flavored Mountain Dew.
I
Don't
can
get
tell
me
all
wrong.
3 ounces of it get drunk during the broadcast.
That's heavy stuff, man. All right, off the net. And first point goes to the Rockets.
I'm ready for football tomorrow night, man. I cannot tell you how ready I am for our
The weather
schedule
looks
to
to
ease
be
up
great.
a little bit because fans may think that we're not any good, but our level competition has been insane so far.
Yeah. The weather looks to be great.
Perfect.
And it's
Perfect.
going to be our Maroons
Tomorrow night,
getting
let's
back on
take
track.
out the windows. I noticed on our last broadcast we had a glare for the scoreboard. So for our fans, let's take out our windows too.
Okay.
So we don't have that glare.
Okay.
So we might need a little lightweight jacket tomorrow night as it gets a little cooler.
Sports Den will have us covered.
That's my favorite jacket ever.
the best.
The white jacket
white
from Sports Den.
It's going to happen.
Maybe my favorite item that I have that is a fall item.
Easily for me. Yeah, you're right. It's a good one. Of course, Mr. Kevin Cook in our administration, Pulaski County High School, getting us pullovers, black pullovers with the maroon on it. I'm assuming, what is that, dry fit?
Okay, did you go large or extra large?
I went large, but I may have made a mistake on that. Probably
Okay.
should have went bigger, right? Is that right?
Well, depends on if you like it loose or not. I mean, you strike me as a large, but sometimes we'll get you an extra large shirt, so it just depends. But it's like me, I'm extra large, and sometimes I can get a 2XL just to have a
Is
little
it
extra
dry
room.
fit, or is it going to be like the Gary Sewell pullover, that material?
I would think it'd be Gary Sewell pullover.
Okay. Well, that's going to be awesome. Add that to our repertoire. Here's Olivia
And then
Travis.
Taylor Gover last year hooked us up.
Yes, Taylor Gover,
I mean,
man. The Nike gear.
You need to bring me your pullover. I need to take on the Magic Monograms.
Yeah, we'll put our logo
We
on
need
it.
to put our logo on
Yes,
it.
I love
and
that
then you
thing.
and I can start wearing it a day or two a week.
The fact that he did that, he met us at Rupp Arena, and he said, guys, I got you covered. And then it was like, what, maybe less than a week later, you're in my room and dropping that off. It was
I
unbelievable.
gave you all kinds of good presents.
Yeah, like Christmas in April. I loved it. Man, nice.
You got
play
another
right there.
present from me today,
Yes, I did.
and we got to thank Stephen Conway and
Yeah.
Simple T Creations.
Yeah, that's going on my wall in my room, too. The baseball picture and those Simple
I'm
T
getting
Creations.
us basketball next.
Basketball, that one's a great picture.
He's already
too.
sent it to me, but I've just not sent it off to be printed.
Wow.
But imagine being somebody like Hollywood Duggar
Mm-hmm.
that wins region in 2 sports in the same year. So we got an argument. He probably should have been Male Athlete of the Year
Yeah.
and won 2 awards. But, you know, we got multiple voters on that, and it was so close for him taking
Football,
But it's hard to argue with
basketball,
Lancaster going to college on a dual scholarship.
On golf and
so
basketball.
I think both of them were very worthy, and even Barrick Williams as well. So
Tri-sport.
what a loaded class that was last year.
We were spoiled so much by them, and just great people, great kids. Miss them so much. Of course, a lot of them right now on campus. I want to send some love out to Morgan Keith.
Morgan Keith.
I want to send some love out to her because she's a go-getter, Mr. Murray. She's got a
Now
loaded.
she's still dating Declan Hayes.
I think so. Declan Hayes he's
Wow.
Mr. University Kentucky
Wow.
from what I'm hearing. But Morgan she is taking on a tough thing, loading up on those science classes and math classes. And Morgan, we love you and we're praying for you. And you keep doing your thing, girl. You keep doing that. And of course, Anna.
Now she loved
is
it
at
when we
University
went and done that
Kentucky.
tennis broadcast last year.
Yeah. She
loved it.
did. Her and Katie both.
But we got to tell the fans right now, we're never filming tennis in 40-degree weather again outdoors. I'm
Man.
ruling that out. We're canceling the broadcast, and we're moving it.
Is it not like the oddest thing that happens whenever we try to go outside and do something? The weirdest things happen weather-wise, but that was still the weirdest things to me. My hands were frozen driving home on the wind.
And then we found out that our broadcast was messed up.
Yeah.
Like we did it all for naught. We
about
wasted
that.
a broadcast. So, but now this past year we went, it was 85 degrees at the same time of year as it was the year before when it was in the 40s.
Yeah.
So it's Kentucky,
like
and you never
sweat.
know. Yeah. We had a cookout. The tennis team fed us really well. Coach Atkinson took care of us.
Hot dogs and burgers. Ooh, looks like a lot of miscommunication right here, James, in this set.
And you know, Brandon, I'm one of those that I'm probably too easy. Give me a burger and a hot dog every day.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Me too.
you
I'm
grill
with
me out
that.
one, and I'm pretty content.
I am too. I'm not so much a crazy cut guy of steaks, but
Oh, nice right
play.
there. Maggie Holt, it goes off two players and goes sideways.
she's such a nut, man. You see how she celebrates after
Yeah,
it.
she's got to be funny and one of those you love to hang out with.
And, you know, it always catches me off guard because I see how serious she is during the day. You don't see that too much.
Now, Brandon, here in a second, I think we need to owe a tribute because we got to show our fans that double chair over there looks so comfortable in the corner that I think I could go over there right now and probably take a nap in that chair.
I think you should go over there and sit down, act like you own it. If somebody, we could pay $1 to
All
go
right,
there and sit
Jacob
down.
is directing Aiden to take a picture
over
of
there
the
and take
comfortable
a
chair right now.
take
so
a
hopefully
seat,
he's going
start
to
a
zoom in on
conversation.
this fan so you can see this to see how comfortable this is. So Aiden doesn't understand what we want. We want the chair in the corner, Aiden. We want to zoom in on how comfortable that chair is so the fans will understand. I may have to go take the camera over. So we got to give a shout out right here for the double chair. We got to find out the fan whose parent that is over there.
we got to.
because that looks like the
Do some recon right now. Do some
thing.
recon work.
Look at that, fans. If you want to get me and Brandon Foster or something, I would cozy up in that chair with you.
Man, I would
Heather
love to
Marcy
see.
may get a little jealous.
Yes.
But that would be super comfortable to go to a tailgate with.
That is pretty awesome. It looks like it's well padded in the back, too.
You never know. Oh, look at that hustle by number 23.
Brooklyn York's going to send it over.
We're only up
So
9 to 7
Maroons
this
down
set.
early, comes back
Oh,
and
nice,
takes a
Miss
2-hit
Travis.
lead.
Brooklyn.
The board sends it over.
We've not said Becca's name much tonight.
No, not much. Not in the rotation too much. We got
But
Brooklyn.
she was huge in that Somerset game.
Ooh,
Oh, nice
met
double
right
block,
back
but out of bounds.
It's us.
PC's point. Look here. Brooklyn, they're having fun. I love to
Yeah.
see them laughing and smiling and hitting the floor.
Brooklyn York's, her charisma is just something else. She's so funny.
Okay, question, Brendan. Why come maroon is such a prettier color than red?
What'd you say? Color of maroon is better than red?
Why come it's so much prettier than the color red? Why is maroon such a more dominant color?
I like the darker shade, and that red reminds me too much of the Dirty Bird Cardinals. So I don't want to have anything to do
that
with
was about the avenue I expected
it.
to
All
be
right.
said in the
Yeah.
broadcast.
Yeah. Give me that crimson.
Ethan Holt tomorrow night for football.
I can't wait. I love that. Love that he's back home. He's his family is well underway. He's expecting a little one.
Wow, we definitely got to talk about that tomorrow.
Absolutely.
I need to get some scoop from Coach Hines too, so we'll be ready to go on that one.
Ethan.
Tomorrow we're going to Slim Chickens.
Yes, of course.
But we're still going to be hungry, Josh. So if we said that, it slipped out.
Yeah.
But you make sure Brandon and Forrester get some of that barbecue.
Our wives
Get
love
your
barbecue.
Smoke on.
So do we.
Lunch tomorrow.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Here is Becky DeBoard sending it over.
Oh, nice block, but out of
play,
bounds.
but out of bounds.
Savannah's mad right then. She just like, dang it,
man.
Hit her hands together.
Savannah, Becca, Mackenzie, Olivia, Brooklyn, and Maggie. So Maggie
Is Maggie going to do track and field this year?
I heard she was.
So now we got a question then, because I'm saying this early, so I don't know. We got voters out there, but female athlete of the year, Sydney Martin is the reigning champion.
Mm-hmm.
But Maggie Holt's going to put that to the test this year if she's dominant in 3 different sports.
Sydney Martin in here after 11:30 last Saturday night, putting up shots.
She waved to me goodbye this morning as she got her shots in before I come down about 7:15.
Yeah.
So she was leaving at 7:15.
She's here at 5:30 when I walked in.
Okay.
It's unbelievable.
That's the work ethic you need to go to the next level. For these young people that think you're going to get it in practice, it's not going to happen in practice.
She met me in the morning. She said, "Foyster, where you been?" It's 5:30. I was like, that a girl.
Oh,
that a
nice.
Nice.
That little deflection right there made Maggie not get it. So here we go. We got Moody coming in.
13-10. Emma Moody, Savannah Heiss, Brooklyn York, Maggie Holt, Becca DeBoard, and Olivia Travis trying to put it away in 3.
Brandon, you know one thing I've not talked about? Oh, that's one of the biggest misserves I think I've seen. I absolutely love our tennis shoes that the girls are wearing. Those Adidas pop from up here, and I love that color, green or teal.
Right.
It's like I would like to have a pair of those.
Yeah, absolutely. I could definitely wear those.
So, Coach McCollum, if you're listening, maybe
some Adidas gear. Maybe
Yes.
Coach A's got some Nike gear.
Nice. We need some good lady maroon attire.
Well, I'll take it up for sure.
For sure. You know what I miss is like the old days when we had a Christmas tournaments in here, and we'd get those 8 teams to come in, and we'd have nothing but basketball for 4 days in a row.
NBA Hall of Famer Avery Johnson sat behind that goal right there. James flew in on a Sunday morning to watch some of those games from that Christmas tournament.
It was crazy having Mikael Bridges here.
Yeah.
And when he missed
Broke one of our lights.
and it went and busted the light, that was the hardest missed dunk I've seen in my life.
And now he's in the NBA.
Ava King got up right then. Brandon, 31 and 23 are dominating this game, and I really don't know which one to pick as my player of the game if I had to pick. But speaking of, it's almost getting to the end of the 3rd set, so we're going to have to send one of our people down here in a second to tell who do we want to interview. So go ahead. Who you want to pull up here tonight?
Well, I wish Macy could. Macy Senior, I'd like to talk to her, of course, while she's sitting and spectating tonight with the boot
Do
on.
we want her up here in the walking boot?
Yeah, I think I don't know if she'll be able to or not, but definitely you got to go Ava.
Okay, let's bring up Ava.
We've talked to Malia and Brooklyn. Of course, it wouldn't shock me if they're up here. Savannah Heist, I'd like to hear from her. Got Mackenzie Strunk, maybe. We haven't got to talk to her too much. Olivia, the freshman, she talked to us last Friday morning here for the Maroon Rundown. I mean, really, take your pick.
I hate taking my pick because it's like I want them all, but we can only get about 4 or 5 in the screen, in the picture with us.
Yeah, it's true.
So I don't have an ink pen here, so let's go ahead. Maybe you do. You're ready.
Yep.
So let's see who we want to bring up here on the broadcast today.
Brooklyn
fans.
York with the serve.
Let's bring up today.
They might have palmed that one. So the Rockets started
you wanna
out
bring
strong
up,
in this one.
How about we bring up Olivia? Let's bring up. You want to bring up Miss Moody?
Let's bring up Emma Moody. Let's talk to her for a little bit.
Okay, Olivia and Emma. Shoot. We want to go. It's like we've done Jasper, but that's just because we did the volleyball
Right,
thing in
yeah.
the mornings. I don't know. Olivia, Emma, give me two more.
Let's go Ava, if she wants to, and Becca.
All right, we'll go these four today.
As point goes to Maroons, 19-12.
As soon as this set's over with, we'll see if these four will come up from the interview.
And volley here by the Rockets. Off the net, point Maroons. 20-12.
All right, fans, we've got four young ladies coming up here, 20-12. The Lady Maroons have finally taken control of set number 3. Maggie Holt and Ava King's been dominant, but we're going to try to interview maybe some fresh faces this time that we haven't got on here so much. Tuesday night's coming up with Casey County. I would probably expect us to win it in straight sets as well. Fans, if you haven't yet, on Maroons.net, James Murray and Brandon Foister and the Maroon Sports Network crew are now running the Maroon Rundown each week.
It's been a
so
lot
every
of fun.
week we've been trying to feature a club, a sport, our sports predictions for the week, and also a play of the week.
Absolutely.
So we might need to scour and see what we're going to pick for play of the week. Boys soccer has ruled the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, absolutely. Here is Maggie being met and contested at the net, and she's playing in this last set. There she sends the tip.
Nice.
Misdirection.
Wow. I love sometimes when you're just smart, and that's
She
the
played
goal.
them strong right there.
Hit it where they ain't.
Yep, that was one of the things that we didn't see much last year that now we've learned.
We had so many great seniors last year that it
12.
was crazy.
Yeah.
But look up there at our senior cheerleaders this year. Have you
Yeah.
ever seen as many senior
Loaded.
cheerleaders as we have?
I know, Kelsey Elder, Savannah and Hannah Smith, Adeline Fry, Worth.
You know, we need to give our condolences out, too, because Savannah and Hannah just lost their grandfather the other day.
Oh, no.
And she was so distraught when she came to school on Wednesday.
Man, I saw her in class and I had no idea.
Okay, so that's sort of what's going on with the girls.
Well, hearts and prayers
So
go out to
twins,
them.
we love you. We're thinking about you.
Yes.
Prayers as you go through this. Tough. We've
didn't
all
realize
lost family
that.
members
Yeah.
before, but it's unexpected. He's only 64 years old, and it came out of the blue.
Wow.
So.
Wow. Well, Savannah I have in class, and she's a sweetheart. And I could tell she wasn't herself the other day. And
Sometimes you just don't
Yeah,
know, do
you
you?
never
but,
know.
But you
Yeah.
know they're off.
wow. Well, they're bright, chipper young ladies, and wish them all the best. Thoughts and prayers go out to them and their family. Right now, 23-15, a little bit of edge here to the Rockets for some quick points.
So, fans, as soon as we win set number 3, we're going to try to transition back to RidgeNet and Crane and Boom commercials quickly while we do the setup to get ready for the post game. So, expect a couple commercials, but stay with us so you can hear us interview some outstanding
Almost off
young
the net.
leaders.
Wow. Yeah.
Okay,
Great
Brandon,
play
we
by Malia.
have 9 chances to win the match.
Feel pretty confident in those odds.
Ava King is getting ready to serve it, and we will win 25-15.
And could this be the point?
Yes.
Off the net, and it is.
Okay,
Game,
that
set,
wraps
match.
it up. Our predictions are correct, so that wasn't a hard one.
3
Now,
of them.
tomorrow night in football, we made some predictions last week, if we will remember them, but I think we were pretty close to each other in the predictions.
Yeah, okay. I can't remember.
South
did I?
Laurel, I think we went something like 35-7,
35-7.
maybe. I need to go back and look at our Maroon rundown because
Sounds right.
this next week is blurring with what I predicted from last week.
Okay.
But the weird thing, South Laurel's 4-1. And we're 1-4,
Yeah.
but I'm going to tell you we're the favorite in this game,
really, who did they
depending on
beat?
who you
We'll
play.
see. You know,
Okay,
I'll
fans,
take our
let's get ready
picks.
to thank our sponsors, Crane and Boom and ReachNet, and we'll get ready to transition to our players of the game.
Crane and Boom Services of Kentucky. Whether it's trusses, air conditioner unit, swimming pool insert, hot tub, signs, flagpole lifted, or a grain bin moved, if you can't lift it, Josh can. Remember, Crane and Boom Services of Kentucky for all of your lifting needs. No job too big or small, Crane and Boom comes 100% recommended by Maroon Sports Network. So call 606-305-1832 and ask for Josh. Crane and Boom.
Now, one of them's a little wobbly. Hey, I don't want to start. Okay, Forster and Emma does it. Let's start with you.
You just let me know when you're ready. We're live. We're back here September 21st, a Thursday night, and we're back after 3 straight sets as the Lady Maroons become victorious and ladies undefeated at home for the season. Tell me right now, after this match, and of course our senior attendee here tonight, Miss Macy McLaughlin, we have the lovely Miss Ava King, Becca DeBoard, Olivia Travis, Emma Moody, and senior extraordinaire Miss Macy McLaughlin. So ladies, tell me, after tonight, you know, earlier in the week, it was a quick bounce back, and of course another quick bounce back bright and early Saturday morning where you're going to be on the road and you're going to be up before 7 o'clock in the morning, I'm sure. So hats off to you on that as you go on. Tell me, at this point right now, with practice coming in tonight after a quick turnaround from Tuesday, what was that like? And then after tonight's expectations, how do you feel?
Well, in practice, we worked on the things we need to work on, like blocking, defending like a strong hitter, like Somerset Christian has. And then for our games tomorrow, we're just going to go practice, or Saturday, we're going to go practice tomorrow and work on the same things probably.
After the game Tuesday, we knew how we could play because we defended one of the best hitters in the region. And so whenever we went into practice yesterday, we knew that we needed to work on blocking and passing, like the hard balls that most people can't get up. So we was just determined to practice on that and get better at that mainly.
Yeah, just same thing they said. We came into practice. We worked hard. We knew what we needed to work on, and we just worked.
I think that during practice we just had like the mindset that we need to like be better, and we could be better for the games, upcoming games.
I think even though we lost on Tuesday, we came into practice super positive, and I think we were really excited to work and get better, and I think we showed tonight that our practice pays off.
So, being undefeated at home, tell me about your goals that you have. I mean, before the season starts, do you all set some goals and expectations of what it is that you want to do, and then how you go about trying to serve those goals? I mean, right now it's in volleyball, but it is also in other facets of your life. But right now in volleyball, talk to me about what goal setting is like for you guys.
Definitely. I mean, I think we still hope to go. We win all our home games, and we make it to region. Hopefully win region, make it to state, compete, never stop trying.
I think one of our main goals as soon as we got our team and started playing games was to make it farther than we did last year, because we was pretty upset whenever we lost last year, but I think that just made this year's team more determined to make it farther.
I'd say the same thing. We want to make it far, and I think we will.
I think the same thing. We just want to get the farthest so we can be and even better.
I just like that we set individual goals for ourselves, and then we use our individual goals to better ourselves as a team.
Now, some of your teammates came up here in pregame and spoke, and we were talking about, that exact thing in practice, goal setting, and just kind of having each other's back, being a sister's keeper, brother's keeper, so to speak. But tell me, and I think it's very obvious. James and I have noticed this. Anyone that can come to a volleyball game can notice this about you. Your camaraderie is super genuine. You guys are having a good time, and you're smiling, and you've got each other's backs. Talk to me about that feeling, because we're up here, and it's so addicting, and it rubs off, and I don't know if you realize this, but anyone that watches you play, that rubs off on them too. So talk to me about that camaraderie that you guys have for each other, because you're having so much fun.
Yes. Yeah, it's definitely a lot of fun. I mean, we all love each other. We all have each other's backs, and that definitely helps when we're playing on the court every game.
I think this year we're more than just teammates. Like, we're actually family, and we always try and cheer each other up, no matter how many points we're down, no matter how many points we're up. We always keep our same energy and just keep encouraging each other.
It's almost like if you make a mistake, you didn't make it, because no one is going to break you down for it. Everyone just lifts you up. They're like, okay, that didn't matter. Like, we're moving on. It doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, I'd say a lot of our teammates, they just want the best for you. So, they'll use, positive encouragement to lift you up. It's like, if you made a mistake, that's fine. Just get better at it. Just do better.
I really like the way that we all treat each other like a family on and off the court, and I think we do a really good job at supporting one another.
Macy, Emma, Olivia, Becca, Ava, we want you to enjoy tomorrow at school, and tomorrow's a big day because it's homecoming. We got the homecoming festivities, and then you got to get straight in the bed and get up bright and early on a Saturday morning. So we wish you all the luck. Of course, Maroon Sports Network bringing you all the finest from Maroons volleyball. These ladies giving it their best. Come out and support them, guys. Get in here and watch these ladies in the next few games, because you're missing great opportunities to have an exciting time in here, because it's some of the best. But it's Lady Maroons volleyball. That's what's up.